Drop your glasses, shake your asses, grab your protein, this one's for the.
Hey, what's going on, YouTube land? This is your boy TJ, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Wrestling Nostalgia, where I give my reviews on the WWE shows. So let's just go ahead and get into SmackDown last night, January 19, 2024. We opened up with the Bloodline and Paul Heyman, and him saying that he's going to fix the problem and all that other good stuff. So we get into the segment where they all have the contract signing. So everybody except Roman, everybody comes out. LA Knight comes out, AJ Styles comes out, Randy Orton comes out for the contract signing. And then they all wait for Roman Reigns. And of course Roman doesn't show up, even though we just seen him earlier. Of course he doesn't. His wise man, Paul Heyman, comes out and says that, oh, well, he's not going to sign the contract yet, or, oh, well, he haven't even gotten the lawyers to see it and all this other good stuff. So, yeah, y'all can wait on it and all this other stuff. So Nick told him, like, look, we already got the signatures of the three participants in this match and the Royal Rumble match or whatever. So how about they all three wrestle for the vacated WWE Championship if Roman can't defend the championship? So then, he comes back and he said, look, I got a lot of respect for you and your mediocre job that you've done. Like, you've done a very mediocre job and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, Paul, shut up. Like, mediocre. Like, if you're trying to get on this man's good side, what do you mean mediocre? So he's just looking at him like, yeah, whatever. So here comes LA Knight. He said, Paul, shut up. There's only one thing that I agree with you and all the crap that comes out of your mouth. He said that it should be a one-on-one match. I already had him pinned at, what was it? What was that event that he had him? Crown Jewel. So he said, I had Roman beat at Crown Jewel, and it should have been a one-on-one match, but because of your pesky bloodline members, I didn't win. So then AJ Styles, there's too many abbreviations, LA and AJ. Like, so he interrupts him. He said, well, after I got injured and taken out by the bloodline, you stepped over my dead body, and then you took my opportunity at Roman's championship. And then can you really blame him? Like, what are we talking about, AJ? That's just how the business goes. Like, once one person steps down or, can't make it or whatever, or bows out, injury, the next one falls in line, like whoever the next one is. Like, that's just how the business works. So I can't really agree with you. Like, I could understand your frustration, but I mean, what are we talking about here? So make a long story short, they go back and forth. They end up like fighting it out, like outside the ring and beating each other down. So then Randy Orton sees, to much of Paul Heyman's delight, yeah, they fighting it out. My plan worked. So he grabs his tie and just starts winding it up, and he was just like, like a damsel in distress. And then he was all like, I see what you're doing, and it's not going to work. And guess what? I'm gonna take out Solo Sikoa, and at Royal Rumble, I'm gonna reintroduce Roman Reigns to the most dangerous letters in the WWE RKO. Just know that. So I'm very interested in seeing like how this is going to end up. From what I've seen in the reports, it looks like rumor is going around that Randy Orton is going to win the match. I think they're just trying to throw some ideas out there to see what the fans going to think about it and all this other good stuff. I'm going to be on it. Well, I'm going to say that for my WWE Royal Rumble prediction. So it is what it is. Like I said, I'm gonna say that for my Royal Rumble prediction. I may do it after this video, or I may do it like around like Raw, or because I don't think any more matches are gonna be made for the Royal Rumble. Because I mean, the Royal Rumble, it's 2 Rumble matches. It's gonna be the women's and men's Royal Rumble, and then plus the matches that they already have, which is not that many. And yeah, it's only like 2 matches. I don't even think the women have any matches on the Royal Rumble night. I guess it's going to be their night off. So, like I said, I'm going to give my predictions. But like I said, they've been throwing that idea around from what I've seen in the reports that maybe Randy Orton may be the one that pin him. And then I guess Cody and Randy are going to fight each other at the Royal Rumble. And then I guess he's going to finally finish his story. But we'll see how everything goes. Like, it's WrestleMania season. So that's why they said the card subject to change. Because, I mean, things just happen, like supply and demand, right? So next segment we get is AJ Styles goes up to Nick Atlas and he says that he want a match with LA Knight. And he tells him that, yeah, you got it. So he's going to have a match later on tonight with LA Knight. LA Knight and AJ Styles. LA Knight, AJ Styles. Too many abbreviations. But anywho's, we're going to move on to the next. It is LWO versus Santos Escobar, Angel Garza, and Humberto Carrillo. Very, very high impact match. Fast paced. Like, it was like a lot of going on. A lot of, like, it was definitely, It was a good match. It definitely was. Like, you know, that's my fave right there, like Carlito. I'm glad, like, I've been wanting and I've been champion him, Carlito, to come back for years to WWE. I know he had like a situation where he had to go, whatever, WWE let him go. Had, substance issues and all that other good stuff. But that's neither here nor there. He's back. He's better than ever. I'm so glad that he came back. He's looking good, better than ever. I feel like, he should have came back after the Rumble of 2021. It's just sad that it was the pandemic era, so nobody seen it outside of, people seen it, but I'm saying like live, because it wasn't live. It was pre-tape, but it is what it is. Like, he's back, so we'll see what everything goes, but it was a very back and forth match. I remember, like, one of the LWO members had hit, like, a sickening DDT, I think, on Angel Garza or Humberto Carrillo. It was one of them. It was, like, really, really gnarly. But, basically... oh, at the end of the match, so Carlito hits the backstabber on the wrong person. I think it was Angel or Humberto. I want to say it was... I think it was Humberto. He hits the backstabber, but in the meantime, between time... Escobar gets the tag in. So then, like, he all, like, pinning him, and he like, what are you doing? So he arguing with the referee, and then all of a sudden, Santos Escobar does the schoolboy. He rolls him up, 1, 2, 3. He wins the tag team 6-man tag match. Like I said, it was very fast-paced. It was a really, really good match. Definitely recommend to see that. I actually will watch that again. I mean, of course, for obvious reasons. Carlito's my fave, so we're going to see how, like, everything goes with that storyline. I think some point down the line, they should have a WrestleMania tag team match at some point, because they are extremely talented. But we're going to move on to the next segment. So Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits calls out the final testimony, I believe they're called. And he lets them know that, like, look, we ain't playing no games. This ain't the smoke you want. Prominent tag team, Triple Crown champions. We big dogs. So let us know a time and place, and then we in there. What's up? So they not playing around. They want the smoke. And I guess we'll see what Final Testament has in store for I was about to say the Hurt Businesses, but I don't think they're called that. I'm trying to figure out, like, what they're going to be called. Not just Street Profits and Bobby Lashley. But like I said, we're going to see. But next segment, it is Pretty Deadly going against Tyler Bates. And this time, Pete Dunne, formerly known as Butch. I'm so glad they let go of Butch for his moniker and they reverted him back to Pete Dunne. He is a very tough, brawly, like, oh my goodness, like, those little nasty little, whoa. First of all, is Shayna Baszler and Pete Dunne related or something? They both do that, like, joint manipulations and be bending their arms back and stomping it and all that. Like, like, are they related? Like, for real? Because there's just no way in the world. Like, they both kind of like have those similar styles where they just be beating up on. Like, I'm like, are they related? Like, for real? Because they just, it's the math be mathing to me. Like, am I the only one to draw those comparisons? Because, baby, I don't see how they be. Whew, that be looking bad. Like, I remember at one point in the match, he stomped on his arm, and I was like, ooh, I swear, like, I don't know how they don't be getting injured more times than not, but they must be extremely careful because, man, I'm telling you, it wouldn't be me. Like, don't do that on me. And then like doing that with the fingers, like, oh my gosh, I don't be seeing how y'all be taking that. But nah, to end the match, they did a double team move. No. It was the bitter ending, I believe that's what Pete Dunne's move is called, the bitter end. He hit it on Pretty Deadly. 1, 2, 3. They thought they had it in their bag. They said that, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ready for him this time and da-da-da-da-da. But no, Pretty Deadly lost. Hit that pump panel into a DDT-like maneuver. And I ain't gonna lie, that really is a really good move. But that was actually a better match than the last time when they had fought. Very, very good match. I wasn't expecting Pete Dunne to come back, but man, keep him. Don't ever revert to Butch, okay? For real. Like, Pete Dunne, that dude. But we go into Pretty Deadly said, we were not ready for Pete Dunne. We were ready for Butch. So gotta go back to the drawing board, huh? So that's it for that segment. So KO introduced, I would have never thought in a million years, like Logan Paul and KO would ever, like, but hey, he was on the show. He comes, introduce him. He even said it himself, like, I never thought I would be saying this, but you know, it comes out to the show. He says that, I would say it's an honor, but it's not for this bottom of the barrel trash show and this, that, and the third. He runs down his accolades, how he's the Matic, and he's the United States champion. He's an actor. He's a YouTuber. He's this and he's that and X, Y, and Z. They go back and forth. And then KO lets him know, look, you don't have to go to the legalities and lawsuits and all this other stuff. Like, look, if you want me to take this cast off right now, like, it ain't nothing. So he takes the cast off. He punches him. Logan Paul punches KO, Kevin Owens. He knocks him out for time or whatever. So he gets back up. And he's like, that's all you got? So then they wind up going back and forth. They fought until, like, Logan Paul slams his hand into the ring post. Like, I think he slammed him into the stairs first. And then he slammed his hand into the ring post. And then that was it. Like, I was like, damn, KO. And he says that he's going to take the United States Championship away from Logan Paul. We're going to see, like, how everything plays out. But, you know, I'll give my predictions on my other video. I'm going to keep saying that because I don't want to give it too much away because, you know, content and coins. So then we go into Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, I believe, the reigning women's tag team champions. So we go to them defending the championships against Unholy Union. I don't know. I always want to say reunion, but it's Unholy Union. So they end up, and the crazy thing about it, this match was actually shorter than what I thought it was going to be. Like, they didn't go for too long. Like, I want to say this match was all of 5 minutes. It was like a little bit back and forth. I believe that Unholy Union had attacked the tag team women's champions. They knocked them down for a brief stint. They wind up, you know, fighting back. They was going back and forth. So then the champions retained their championship. The champions retained their championships against Unholy Union. They end up doing that. I could not for the life of me like catch the maneuver that they do. But basically, Katana. I think Katana is the one that has a athletic background, gymnast or something like that, and she was also on I forgot that the Ninja Warrior thing or whatever. She's very fast. And they did that little move where like she's like on her shoulders and she's holding her, and then she just flips her and then she lands on her. It's really a dope move. So still your reigning tag team women's champions, Katana Chance and Kaden. So fast match. Not a whole lot to say. It was there, so it is what it is. But the Kabuki Warriors, along with Damage Control, was outside doing commentary. And it looks like that's going to be their next feud. And next week, I believe, they're going to defend the Women's Tag Team Championships against the Kabuki Warriors. So we're going to see how that works. And that's right before Royal Rumble. Ain't that crazy? So they may be coming in at the Royal Rumble, in a Royal Rumble match as Tag Team Women's Champions. I mean, we don't know. Like, we're going to see how everything work out. Like, they came in, they had their championships, and they all like, yeah. Looks like we're going to be the next contenders, right? So it was a nice little standoff they had. And what's her name? Asuka. Asuka really dresses really, really well. I love her style. I love it. This sidebar. But AJ Styles winds up coming into Carl Anderson, Michin, and Luke Gallows. And they tell AJ that, hey, if you need us, we're here. And he looking at them like, girl, you can't touch me. Like, I was like, wow, okay. AJ giving a lot of sass. He just real sassy, but we're gonna move on to the next segment. So basically, the final testament. Oh my goodness, this is Final Testament. They come out and they tell Bobby Lashley Street Profits that, hey, we'll see you next week. And, they do their little promo or whatever. So we're going to see how everything works out with that. Carmelo Hayes have an interview, and he said, thank goodness that they both was able to walk away. You know what I'm saying? Like, after that little nasty bump that he took, update, they are both okay. Like, that, and then on, woo! And then Carmelo already had a match or whatever on this past Tuesday on NXT, so he's okay, thank goodness. Like, I was scared for a minute. I was like, oh Lord, like, please don't let these people be injured. Like, oh my goodness, like, I was really scared for him. But anywho's, I'm glad he's okay. Carmelo says that basically he's glad that they both were able to walk away. You know what I'm saying? I didn't win or lose, and and then that's when AJ, no, my goodness. Why do I want to keep saying AJ? So, the hometown hero, Austin Theory comes out and he lets it be known, oh, you try to take me out, you try to end my career. Oh, no, hold up, pause. You're the one that did the move, and you the one that botched it. So, I don't know how you come up with that, notion that it was his fault and he tried to end your career. No. You the one that tried to do the Spanish Fly, and you end up, botching the move. I'm glad you okay, but we're not going to do that narrative, okay? No, that was your fault. So he lets it be known that, oh, I had you beat, da-da-da-da-da. So he said, look, we can stop all this talking or whatever. Carmelo said, look, we could go it again next week. What's up? So he said, oh, well, yeah, in Miami next week? Yeah, I'm busy. So then that's when... That man is setting them up for failure. I don't care what none of y'all say. Because Grayson Waller said, next week, you're not busy. No, he's going to take you next week. And I'm like, you're his dad? Like, you're his manager? Like, you just going to book him in the match? He just said no. So then he just looked at him like, so then he was like, all right, cool, I'll see you next week. So he said, you got to stop doing that. He said, what? No, you can take him. Like, what's going on? So... We're going to see how, everything goes. But the next match, AJ Styles versus LA Knight. They just come out swinging. Barely any wrestling holds. Like, they fought on the outside of the ring. They was going back and forth until your boy Solo Sikoa came out and said, enough is enough. Well, first, it was Jimmy came out. So that was just a diversion. So he came out, and then LA Knight was like, yeah, what? You wanted to? You want to fight? So then he winds up coming out saying he want to fight or whatever. So Jimmy was like, no, I don't want no smoke, homie. So he go back out. So then, all of a sudden, Solo Sikoa come out, do the Samoan spike on AJ. He lays everybody out, even LA Knight. And now it's going to be the main event, Randy Orton and Solo Sikoa. Match was very heavy hitting. They both come out swinging. Very back and forth match. Definitely Randy Orton. You really thought Randy Orton was going to lose? No, it didn't matter who came out there. He hits that RKO. 1, 2, 3. Solo Sikoa ends up getting pinned. But this was another chaotic night because AJ Styles and LA Knight, they all get into a scuffle. They hit their moves or whatever. So then, he hits the RKO on both of them, lays them out. And then here comes Roman Reigns. And then, finally, the tribal chief, the head of the table, he comes out and he signs the contract after he freaking from behind takes Randy Orton out with that Superman punch. So then he signs the contract. He didn't even hand the contract over to Nick Atlas. He drops it. Whatever. So then he try to, he just beefing it up like he about to go ahead and hit that spear. Randy Orton said, nope, bam, RKO on him too. Man, I was so elated when that happened. I was like, oh, tribal chief, you gotta better look next time. Like you got to be more careful. So he ends up laying him out. The great thing about it is Randy Orton get the contract. He opened the contract up. He said, yeah, right there. That sign, you signed your death form right there. You can't make this sound like it was just so funny how you see that? He opened the contract up. He put it in his face. Like, yeah, you did that. So we gonna see how everything works out. It is official. Fatal 4-way for the undisputed Universal WWE Championship. Randy Orton, AJ Styles, LA Knight, reigning champion Roman Reigns for the championship at Royal Rumble. We're going to see how everything turns out. This actually was an exciting show. I definitely did love it. Let me know down below, how did y'all feel about SmackDown? Did y'all think it could have been better? Was it just right? And everything like that. I mean, did your fave wrestle tonight? Did they not? I mean, let me know. Comment down below. And I'll see you guys. I'm out. Peace out.